If digital certificates didn't exist, the internet would basically be the Wild West. Anyone could pretend to be your bank, your email provider, or even your best friend, and you'd have no way to tell the difference. So, what exactly is a digital certificate, and why should you care? Let's break it down. Think of digital certificates like passports or ID cards. When you go through airport security, the officer doesn't just take your word for it that you're Timmy or Bob. They want proof, something issued by a trusted authority. On the internet, it works the same way. A website can say it's your bank, but how do you know it's not a fake site dressed up to look identical? That's where digital certificates come in. They're like the website's passport, official, verifiable, and really hard to fake. Here's the slightly technical part, but I'll keep it simple. A digital certificate is basically an electronic file issued by a trusted organization called a certificate authority. These authorities are like the passport office of the internet. They don't just hand these out randomly. They verify the website is legit, then stamp their approval. Inside the certificate, two important things are stored: the website's public key, used for encryption, and details that prove the site's identity, like its name and domain. Okay, so why does this matter to you? Because without certificates, anyone could set up a fake version of your bank, your email, or even your social media. And honestly, the fakes look convincing. Certificates do two big jobs for you. They enable encryption, so when you type your password or credit card number, it's scrambled into gibberish before it travels across the internet. Hackers intercepting it would only see nonsense. They create trust. Your browser can confirm, yes, this really is Gmail, not some scammer in a basement. You've probably noticed that little padlock in your browser. That's your certificate at work. No padlock, red flags everywhere. Phishing sites often skip certificates, or they use shady ones. That's why modern browsers throw giant warning screens when something's off. They're not just being dramatic, they're protecting you from handing your data to a scammer. So here's the takeaway. Digital certificates are the invisible bodyguards of the internet. They don't get much attention, but without them, hackers could impersonate any site, read your private data, and, maybe buy themselves a nice vacation with your money. Next time you see that little padlock in your browser, don't just ignore it. That tiny symbol is what's standing between you and chaos online.